Hello, my name is Tyler, and welcome back to my video blog series. Today, I wanted to do something a little different and share some things that I don't always share. So, usually, I focus on taxes for business owners because that's one area that personally makes me feel good about how I can serve the world and feel like I can live in alignment with the things I know and the things that people need. But today I wanted to share some things that I do to help make my business, Cherry Hill Partners, a better business, as well as make myself a more effective leader and partner and contributor and just person. So I I love anime. Big fan of Solo Leveling. Just watched season two after reading the manhwa in the past, and it just inspired me to understand, what are the areas of my life that I can level up. And so that's what I want to talk about today is how business owners can implement these two things just like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to implement these before we get into 2026 to really make the most of their time and learn better than we have ever learned before. So, if you haven't seen Solo Leveling, and if you're into that kind of stuff, I'd highly recommend it. Very basic plot is that this character here, Sun Jin Woo, he is able to get stronger, get faster, level up his skills, and he does it through a video game simulation scenario thing. So he has all these different skills that he can max out. He has different attributes. He has different unlockables. He has different things he can add in to make himself better and better and better. And every time he does what the system tells him, he levels up. And so I watched this on the flight home from Taiwan a couple weeks ago and was just thinking like how could I apply this concept to myself, because I like video games, I like anime, the action sequences are super cool, but what can I do that would allow me to level up? So I thought, what would have a good return on my time right now? Some things came up like, yeah, I could probably learn how to sell better. That would help because I've been in business for about a year and a half now, and sales is so important, it turns out. They don't always teach you that in accounting, but sales are very, very important. I thought, man, maybe I could improve my AI skills since AI is the talk of the town. Well, did that today with Google Gemini, creating this amazing visual. For me, it was very easy. Won't get too much into the political things there about AI and everything that goes along with that. That's a topic of a video that's coming up here soon. But I really took a step back and thought, one of the most valuable resources I have, and we all have, is our time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Hopefully, we sleep for about 8 of those hours, which leaves us with the rest to kind of say, hey, what do I want to do with my time, and how can I best serve myself and the people in my life? For me, I have noticed that I have spent a lot of time on silly things in the past, or things where I'm procrastinating, or I'm on my phone just scrolling through YouTube like you might have been right now for clicking on this video. Um, get off your phone. No, just kidding. Do what you got to do. But I realized that when I really looked back and actually did a Chronos audit, or actually look at how I spent my time, a concept I learned about in the book Atomic Habits, I mapped out and said, holy smokes, I am spending my time not in the way that I thought I was. There's so much downtime. And don't get me wrong, I'm the first person to be a strong proponent of being bored because of all the benefits that has for your brain and meditation and mindfulness. But there's a difference between doom scrolling, procrastinating, and truly being bored for the sake of being bored, or going for a walk and not having your phone and thinking about nothing so that true divine inspiration can strike you. So that was kind of the first area that I've set up for myself. And if you are interested in that, that sounds like some fun to you, I would encourage you to watch two different YouTube videos that inspired me. The first one you can check out is a video called Time Cannot Be Managed by Paul Chek. I'll leave a link to that video below, but it was very eye opening for me on so many different levels, not just as a business owner, but it really put things into perspective. Number two is a video by Alex Hormozi, who I'm a big fan of for a variety of different reasons. This video is titled How to Use Your Time in the Most Effective Way. It's actually on his channel, the Skool, as opposed to his personal channel. So I would say take a watch of those videos, see if anything resonates for you. But if you can understand what the truly best use of your times are as a business owner or as a person, and understand what really fills your cup so that you can get the most out of that time, that is a skill that cannot be leveled up fast enough, my friend. I mean, you will get so many dividends from that because it'll be like you're playing on easy mode. You'll have more time in the day than you ever thought possible. It's definitely something I'm still working to level up. I got a long way to go, but I've been having a lot of fun really tracking my time and seeing how it goes. Funny enough, I got one of these timers. Also got one for my friend recently for a Secret Santa. And it's cool. I'm a big fan of the Pomodoro technique. I utilize this to understand how I'm using my time on different tasks. One more personal note on time management. I used to hate tracking my time when I worked in public accounting at a bigger firm. It was the worst thing ever. So I completely stopped it when I went out on my own. And now I'm starting to realize if I actually track my time, I can then measure my own success. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. Now, to get into the second skill, I would encourage everyone to focus on leveling up this year. And that is the ultimate skill of learning. When's the last time that you learn how to learn? I ask because I recently had a conversation with my partner, and she was telling me that this is something she learned all throughout elementary, middle, and grade school, and is not something I ever seem to come across in my schooling and education in wonderful Port Angeles, Washington. Uh, Learned a lot of things, but learning how to learn was not one of them that was teed up for me. So I recently watched a YouTube video that really expanded my learning on this. I'll also put the link below. But it was called Learn to Learn by a guy named Justin Sung. And he did a fabulous job breaking out all the different ways that we take things for granted. We have these hidden underlying beliefs of, oh, I think I learn like this. I'm a visual learner. Oh, I'm an auditory learner. He goes into things like recall and encoding, and it just completely blew up in my mind. And I will say the video was almost 2 hours long. So it kind of goes against the first skill of utilizing your time well. But for me, I thought, if I was playing a video game here, if I was approaching this like my boy Jin Woo, this skill is going to amplify every other skill that I touch because I will be able to learn so much better, learn so much more deeply, and then actually be able to apply that knowledge for myself and for all of my clients. I often find myself running back to different tax research papers or case law or IRS publications that understand, what's the contribution limit on this? What are the tax rates on this? What's the breakout for this? What are the rules here? And I realize it's because often I'm not encoding these things on a deeper level, which some things it's good to filter out. It's good for your brain to pass through those things. But many times, at least for me as a business owner, if I was to truly do a better job of ingesting this information and then finding a way to apply it to the linkages that are already in my life, I could probably do a way better job serving my clients on the fly, which is where it really matters, in my opinion. So, yeah, just thought I'd share this video. I hope it helps. If you haven't watched the anime, give it a watch. If you haven't watched any of those YouTube videos I mentioned, give those a watch. And feel free to let me know in the comments if this is something that resonates with you, if you want to see more videos like this, or if you're interested in doing this solo leveling challenge with me. I'll probably make a video next year sometime just kind of saying what my experience was like. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you're having a great day and good luck. Bye.